Alright folks, we're going to do a short little review video on the Patterson Car Care wheel cleaner. If you're interested in any of his products, here's his card. I actually got the opportunity to buy this off of David in Import Alliance Atlanta, and actually got to talk to him firsthand and see a little bit of behind the scenes of what all went on into developing this. Now, I'm going to do this all in one take so that there's no editing trickery. Let me just put the business card in the car. Pardon any wind noise, but let's take a look at this wheel before. So I have not cleaned this wheel, oh god, I can't even remember when. I haven't cleaned it in a long time, and it's just got terrible brake dust all over it, especially in places like that. That's just terrible. I'll show you here. Terrible. This wheel's not been cleaned in a very long time. And we're going to follow the instructions on the back of the Patterson Car Care. It says spray ample amount of product directly onto a dry wheel. Focus the extra product into any wheel corners or crevices. Allow 45 to 60 seconds for product to saturate onto dirty wheel. Brake dust and contaminants will turn a deep red as the wheel cleaner goes to work. Wash everything away under pressure for best results. Power washer or high pressure hose nozzle. For extremely dirty wheels, some light scrubbing with a brush may be needed. Do not use in prolonged direct sunlight or on hot wheels. For aftermarket / repainted wheels with a specialty finish, test a small area before applying to the entire wheel. Now, the only reason I read that off is I want you to see what's on the back of the entire bottle. This is a stock WRX wheel, so I'm not really too concerned with the finish, but all I'm going to do is just spray it on, let it sit, and rinse it off. Jeez, I'm sorry for the wind. I don't know what happened. It wasn't that windy when I started filming, but let's start by just spraying some onto the wheel. Now, at any time I use any kind of car care product, I do wear nitrile gloves. You don't know, what the stuff does to your skin. It's probably perfectly safe. I just don't like the feel of it. Let's put a little more on there for extra measure. Alright, now that the wheel's soaked, you can actually see it's starting to change color. That's the iron and the brake dust. And on the rotor too, you can see it's starting to change color. So I'm going to let this sit for a little bit. Hit that right there a little more, because that's pretty bad. Yeah, look at that. You can see it eating away at it. The only thing I will say about this wheel cleaner is it does stink pretty bad, but I think it's one of those things where, it smells the way it does because it works really well. I mean, it's not good smelling stuff. It smells like, chemical, which is okay. It's normal, whatever. I don't care. So yeah, wow, you can really see it. Really see it going to town. It's really eating away at that. So let's just give it a little bit longer before I rinse it off. And all I've got here is just a regular garden hose with a regular El Cheapo Walmart nozzle, just, nothing special, nothing high pressure. So, a few more seconds. Wow, that is really going to town. Look at that. That's crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and rinse this off. Sorry for my crappy camera angles. I'm trying not to get water on my phone. You can see the color in the water. Now, keep in mind, this area is still pretty dirty, but it also said that very heavy dirt, you might need some light scrubbing. I don't have a brush at the moment, but you can just, from an overall perspective, you can tell how much of the brake dust has just come off at first. My garage is locked. Well, no, it's not. Let's go into the garage and get a small brush, and we'll do a second application, and we'll see how it does that time. Because, again, the instructions say, if need be, on, heavy soils, you might have to agitate it, and I think I should have. But it's a very amazing product so far. I've never really used a wheel cleaner that has worked that well. Where is my wheel brush? Oh, good Lord, I have a mess in here. Oh, Lord. I don't even know where all my stuff is. If y'all see a comment below. I'm just kidding. Oh, here's my other Subaru, by the way. Yeah, I own 2 WRXs, apparently. Here it is, wheel brush. Yay, wheel brush, covered in sawdust. Good enough. Sneak around it. That's my other beauty. Those wheels are pretty dirty too. I thought about doing it on those, but these stockies they're pretty bad. So let's walk back out here and give it a second application. If anyone's interested, my WRX is for sale. So if you look me up on social media, you'll find it. So let's go ahead and spray it down again. See, the thing I'm going to talk up his product a little bit because I love David. He's a good guy and he's one of my favorite YouTubers. The thing I love that he did is he gave you a big bottle of stuff. Like, he didn't charge you, you know, regular price for a smaller bottle like some of these other guys do, like Chemical Guys or maybe Adams Polishes, which, keep in mind, they're all very good products. I'm not putting them down at all. It's just, you know, you think they could make a slightly bigger size for the same amount and give you a little more value. But, again, you know, if people are willing to pay it, there's no real reason. I mean, from a business standpoint, if people are willing to pay the price for the smaller product anyways, I mean, from a monetary standpoint, what would be your motivation to increase the size at no additional cost? There wouldn't be. So, but he talked about how, you know, he didn't want to make a stupid killing off of this. It was more or less trying to bring something to the aftermarket that isn't really there, some kind of value when it comes to car care stuff. You can see the shit on my brush too. Alright, let's let that sit a little bit longer before I rinse it off. I think I might have been too hasty on the first application. I mean, it's already a trillion times better. Just trying to do it all in real time so that you know there's no trickery or anything, and I don't know what you can expect to do realistically from start to finish on like one wheel. So let's go ahead and hose it off. Yeah, there's a lot more coming off this time. I think that's a little bit of agitation really helped. Yeah, that really helped. And bear in mind, if I wanted to take my time on this wheel, I could get it looking a lot better. I don't think this wheel has been washed in well over a year of driving, so might be pushing it a little bit for the product. But if you watch David's videos, he shows you on his 240 and I think his buddy's Evo, and actually talking to him and seeing that 240 in person, and you look at the wheel, he explained, hey, you know, that video is the only time I cleaned this wheel since, and dude, it's incredible what it did for that. And he did multiple track days, he did the YouTube Project Car Challenge, and he probably has some better pads than this. These are just some, well, I don't know what kind of pads these are. They came on the car when I got the car, so I don't know. They're probably like stupid, cheapo, AutoZone garbage, $20 pads. And bear in mind, brakes dust is very acidic, and it likes to pit the finish of a wheel and eat into it. So right here where it was like really bad with a little bit of agitation, it cleaned it up really good. This right here has softened a lot. I can actually wipe that off with my finger, and here too. So I'd say the Patterson Car Care, bear in mind this 32-ounce bottle, he sold it to me for $20. And that's his list price on the website too. So bear in mind the cost of the product and the results you're getting, and the quantity of the product you're getting. I would honestly put this up there with the Chemical Guys wheel cleaner and the Adams Polishes wheel cleaner. It is on par with that, if not slightly better in my experience. And what you really get with the Patterson Car Care is value for your money. You're not being charged out the hind end for a 16-ounce bottle. You're getting 32 ounces for the same price as, say, a 16-ounce bottle of the other guy's stuff. So I would, you know, 10 out of 10, I would buy this again. I would support David every step of the way, mainly because, you know, he's one of my favorite YouTubers. If anything, I would want to support him for that, even if it was a little more expensive. So, you know, my review might be a little biased, but, whatever. What review isn't? So, thank you all for watching. Like I said, this is one take to show that there was no editing trickery, no other product used. I even showed you going to get a brush, for God's sakes. And if you watched this long, thank you for being patient for 10 minutes. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.